My dear viewers, today discuss element, compound and mixture based on icse class 7 part 2. Part 2 discuss many type of question answer, but the before part, that is the part 1, only for discuss a very short type question answer. To take the part 1 video, please show the description box. I given the link. Okay. At first discuss define the following term. Okay. At first question number A, element. That is element, a substance that is made of only one kind of atom is called an element. For example, sodium, Na, that is the symbol Na. Next, mixture. Question number B. A mixture is a substance that contains two or more different substances together in any ratio. Example, here is an example of a homogeneous mixture. Okay. Question number C. Chemical symbol. The representation of an element using the short form of its name. Example, symbol of sodium is Na. Okay. Next, question number D. Sublimation. The process in which a solid changes directly into its gaseous state without passing through its liquid state. Okay. Next, chromatography. That is the physical methods of separation of mixture into individual components in which the component to be separated are distributed between stationary phase and mobile phase. Okay, that is stationary phase and mobile phase. Next question, question number 8, chemical formula. The symbolic representation of the composition of a chemical compound is known as its chemical formula. For example, chemical formula of carbon dioxide is CO2. Next question, differentiate between the following. Question number A, pure substance and mixture. Okay, at first, pure substance and mixture. Pure substance, that is a substance that consists of only one kind of atoms or molecule, is called pure substance. Elements like oxygen and copper and compounds like water and carbon dioxide are a few examples of a pure substance. Okay. Next, mixture. That is, a mixture is a substance that contains two or more different substances together in any ratio. Okay. Example, here is an example of a homogeneous mixture. Next difference, question number B, element and compound. That is, element. Elements are pure substances which are composed of only one type of atom. Example, sodium, that is Na. Compound are substances which are formed by two or more different types of elements that are unities chemically in fixed proportions. Example of compound is carbon dioxide, that is CO2. Okay. Next difference between question number C, homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. Homogeneous mixture. A mixture in which the components that make up a mixture are distributed uniformly are called homogeneous mixture. For example, here is an example of a homogeneous mixture. Heterogeneous mixture. The mixtures of the mixture is in which the component that make up the mixture are not distributed uniformly are called heterogeneous mixtures. A mixture of oil and water is an example of a heterogeneous mixture. Next difference, question number D, distillation and fractional distillation. Okay. At first, distillation, that is the method of separation of components of a mixture through evaporation and condensation. Okay. Fractional distillation, the process of separation of a mixture of miscible liquid based on the difference in their boiling point. Okay. Next difference between question number E, compound and mixture. At first, discuss compound. Okay. Number one, compounds are substances formed by a chemical combination of two or more elements. Okay. Number two, the components of a compound cannot be separated by physical method. Okay. Point number three, compounds are pure substance. Example of compound is carbon dioxide. Okay. Next part, mixtures. Point number one, mixture are substance from by physically mixing two or more substances together. Point number two, the components of a mixture can be separated by physical method. Point number three, mixture are impure substance. For example, here is an example of a homogeneous mixture. Okay. Next question, what is a pure substance? Give an example. Okay. A substance that consists of only one kind of atom or molecules is called pure substance. Example, that is for explain, elements like oxygen and copper and compound like water and carbon dioxide are a few example of pure substance. Okay. Next question, what is an element? Give any two characteristics. That is, a substance that is made of only one kinds of atom is called an element. For example, sodium, Na. Characteristics of element. Point number one, an element is made up of only one kind of atom. Point number two, an element is pure and homogeneous substance. Point number three, an element has fixed melting and boiling points. Point number four, an atom is the smallest particles of an element which take part in a chemical reaction. Next question, what is principle behind separating funnel method? The principle behind separating funnel is that immiscible liquid separate out in layer depending on their densities. In the excursion of iron ore, the lighter stack in removed from the top by this method to leave the molten iron at the bottom in a furnace. Okay. Next question, why is distilled water the purest from the water give its use? That is, distilled water is water that has. Next question, what is principle behind separating funnel method? The principle behind separating funnel is that immiscible liquid separate out in layer depending on their densities. In the excursion of iron ore, the lighter stack in removed from the top by this method to lift the molten iron at the bottom in a furnace. Okay. Why is distilled water the purest form of water? Give its use. Distilled water is water that has been boiled into vapor and condensed back into liquid in a separate container, and this process is called distillation, and condensed water obtained is called distilled water. Distilled water is free from all types of impurities, so it is considered to be the purest form of water. Next question, define the chromatography and explain its principle. The physical method of separation of mixture into individual component in which the components to be separated are distributed between stationary phase and mobile phase. Chromatography is based on the principle where molecules in mixture applied on to the surface or into the liquid and fluid stationary phase, and that is the stable phase is the separating funnel is other while moving with the edge of the mobile phase. Okay, my dear viewers, this question is the most important conceptual question. Following are the chemical formula of some compound. List the element present and the number of atoms in each compound. Number 1, calcium carbonate, CaCO3. The number of element with name, the element calcium, carbon, oxygen. Number of atoms, Ca, that is calcium, number 1, carbon 1, oxygen 3. Next, number 2, KNO3, potassium nitrate. Pins of element, that is potassium, nitrogen, oxygen. Number of atom, that is K 1, nitrogen 1, oxygen 3. Next, question number 3, H2SO4, that is sulfuric acid. Okay, presence of element hydrogen, sulfur, oxygen. Number of atoms, number of hydrogen 2, number of sulfur 1, number of oxygen 4. Next question number 4, sodium hydroxide, that is NaOH. Presence of element sodium, oxygen, hydrogen. Number of atoms sodium 1, oxygen 1, hydrogen 1. Okay, any query please comment in box. Next question, explain how immiscible liquid are separated using a separating funnel. Separating immiscible liquid is done simply using a separating funnel. The two liquids are put into the funnel and are left for a short time to settle out and from to layer. Okay, the tap of the funnel is opened and the bottom liquid is allowed to run. The two liquids are now separated. Okay, my dear viewers, thank you, my dear viewers. Any query, please comment in box. Thank you.